level is actually insane. There's so much going on. Next up, we have Mission Icarus by Darwin. Very glowy at the very beginning. Lots of amazing particle usage. Look at this. Inside the blocks, we have very celestial designs, but also implementing the glitch design from the background into this block and this block. It's very interesting from the jump. Very static camera style compared to the last level, but it lets you focus a lot on the background and the particles that are rushing across. That was a really short preview. I find this insane. This is a lot of particle usage. The colors themselves look quite muddy. Like, I would never choose to use these blocks without blending in this situation, or even go with this shade of color, but it is flashing and the background is changing. We have large overlays. Like, this part looks a little bit rough to my eyes, but that transition is really cool, and we see very classic designs here. Some of the blocks are clear and see-through, I think because of the effect that is going through them at times. The level goes green from that dash orb, which is a pretty interesting touch here. I like that shader usage. Very bold to do that against the purple background. A lot of the designs are sacrificed for that. It's just very interesting. I have to look at this entire level to get an opinion. I'm very interested to see what this level looks like, because we got such a limited snapshot of it in the video. That is a very fast intro that slows down, becomes a lot more smooth. We have a cool overlay here, great colors, and I love the area effects on the blocks. Very nice. That was a nice zoom out. Okay, I'm getting more of an idea of what's going on. It looks very fragmented from that preview, but you see a lot more of the color scheme that he's going for in that part right there. This is cool. It's very quick to move from part to part. I like these transitions in between. I like the imagery that's in between. You see how the screen just stops and then you float in the middle of it like that. So cool. Loving each section so far. The block design is very simple, but it's definitely focused on the actual vibe of the surroundings and the art. Love that fly. It looks like a mask with radial blur put on it. Am I supposed to hold? I think I'm stupid. You have to hold through this entire transition. I let go because I'm an idiot. Okay. You're floating above a rocket? That is ridiculous. Okay, Darwin. Love the color of that particle at the bottom. That's really impressive. Okay, whoa. What game mode are we there? I didn't get much time to react to that at all, but at least I get to appreciate the texture and the clouds in the background here. Okay, let's go. What are we? Are we a swing copter? Yes, we are. Now that I expect it, it's better. Oh, okay. There's debris going through here. Okay, this is very sick. I love that radial point in the middle where the details going around the outside. That's so cool. Love the gradient usage for the text here. Okay, Mission Icarus, and I'm assuming this is where the level links up. Yeah. Okay, this wave part is very climactic when you've played through the entire level up to this point. Okay, the colors are so interesting to me. I don't know, there's just something about them. Very euphoric going through here. I am tilting my head to the side just to see. I feel like if this was rotated the other way, I'd have a more natural time playing it. But yeah, this kind of hits a lot more when you've seen the rest of the level. I really like this vibe going through. I think Darwin has consistently been changing his style over the years. You can always expect quality from him, but because of all the experimentation, you don't really know what you're gonna get whenever you see a new Darwin level. But I like the gradient play here. Lots of the same particle style going through the center of the screen. Feels like a rush of energy for sure. My goodness. That was a lot for just one practice run? I feel like I could practice that like 5 more times and I would still have things to point out. Feelings on this level overall. I think it's stylistically brilliant. I really like the direction it takes. I love the patchy background there. I don't know how you've done that effect, but okay, this is just ridiculous. I love the satellite look, using the regular GD blocks in a very creative way, using the translucent blocks too. I think the transitions between each section like this are really satisfying. Feels very different. Builds a lot on the energy that the song is bringing in. I've been really impressed with how these levels are framing the camera and the typography going through this section, how it fits in between the blocks. Just absolute masterclass in composition. I think it's really sick. I think some of the transitions are a little bit abrupt for the gameplay, but as an experience looking at the level, I think it's really cool. I think the art style is very varied, but it comes together pretty consistently in my opinion. I really like this fly transition. This is the transition I was most concerned about, because you kind of just like appear as a swing copter after you appear above this rocket. It's like right here. Yeah, like I think this part looks epic though. I've always been a sucker for this kind of color scheme with like black, white, and then a color like orange. I think the lava look of the sun here, or the planet, looks incredible. Love the title screen. and it throws you into this high-speed wave section. I think it's a really satisfying level. I don't think the full vision comes across in just a limited snippet in the video, unfortunately. But yeah, this is really sick. There's so much energy going into this, and I think it really shows Darwin's talent as a creator going through. I love the gameplay in this level. I think it works really well. And I've just been super impressed with how well the color scheme works. Like, it feels very fragmented and broken, but also very compelling and well put together as well. What just happened there? Did the level just break? I think Darwin's always been very talented with using effects and designs at the same time, and this is just proof of the whole thing, to be honest. Gameplay has also been great. That's something that he's been working on too. But this is just like an absolute masterclass in just a technological space masterpiece. Oh, almost died there from the transition. Okay. Awesome level. That was Mission Icarus. How come this one has 30k downloads? What the heck? The rest have like 400k.